Court is in session for this announcement docket. First case is cause number 331718. Case is style of state of Texas versus Matthew Lou Hale. Mr. Hale, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Hale?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Hale, you're represented by your attorney, Mr. Bruce Smith. Attorney Smith, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. State is represented by attorney Tommy Coleman. Attorney Coleman, how are you doing?
Good job.
Mr. Smith, what is your announcement in Mr. Hale's case?
Your Honor, we're not quite ready yet to make an announcement. There is a companion assault case that is not yet been formally filed by the DA. We're waiting on that.
Okay,
I'm asking the court, it should be.
Was it-
within 30 days.
was it been, I guess is it
It's not
an
the same
intake or
transaction.
something, or?
You know, got the same transaction we get for some reason.
Ms. Smith, could you look that up? He said there's maybe another case that hasn't been filed out of St. Transaction. See if the state received it or something, or see what we have on the system.
We were told by one of the girls in intake that they had received it, but it hadn't been filed. So, I mean, that's what. Somebody in the intake.
What's the charge?
Assault.
I have a resisting that was refused back in February.
Yeah.
He was arrested in December, but the DA's office is not even.
Okay,
receiving paperwork.
on assault, okay.
It doesn't exist as of now, other than he's posted a bond on it.
Yeah, so they haven't, y'all haven't,
He hadn't made bond on both.
yeah, I
Yes,
know.
he did.
Yeah, I guess they just have to wait on the agency to get it to the district attorney's office, I guess.
Judge, we can reach out to the agency. I'll make a note to reach out.
Okay. Okay, give us how much time you need? Well, let's give it reset about 60 days.
That'd be good.
720.
Okay, this case will be reset to July 20th of 2022. Mr. Smith, you can get your reset. You can sign for your reset. For Mr. Hale, once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Mr. Smith, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Mr. Macy, are you ready? You not?
Well, on one of the cases was going to be dismissed.
Okay.
Mr. Ford. So that one I guess I'm ready on that one, but the other one I'm not ready on yet. But even though, I'm talking about Miss Rito, she's here.
Oh, okay, we'll hold on hold on both of them. Really. Mr. Johns, you have Charles Evans?
Let me call him, he's in the hall.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Porter, could you turn the camera? Who's the prosecutor on this? Charles Evans? Okay. This is cause number 321904, case of style of state of Texas versus Charles Evans Jr. or Charles E. Evans Jr. Mr. Evans, is that your full name?
Yes, Charles Edward Evans.
Charles Edward Evans Jr.?
Yes,
How you doing, Mr. Evans?
sir.
How are you doing?
I'm working on this.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Evans, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Attorney Ted Jones Jr. Attorney Jones, how you doing?
Pretty good, sir.
And state is represented by Attorney Kathleen Nelson. Attorney Nelson, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Your Honor, thank you.
That's good. Now, Mr. Jones, what is your announcement in Mr. Evans' case?
Well, sir, I would like to hold off announcement because I got a similar case with Mr. Smith, and then we expect for a felony to be found out of the same incident. Okay, and so I would like to get at least a minimum of 60 days to have a reset. I don't
Could
want to do.
we check, Ms. Smith? I mean, you said he may have a felony
We think so.
Let me, Miss. Do we have bond conditions in this case?
Is it an aggravated assault that you're looking for?
Possible.
That was refused on 3/24.
Okay.
Okay, so that case was refused by the DA's office.
Well,
It was an assault. Yeah.
in other words, well, I would ask for, since that's been refused, I would ask for 30 days
Okay,
of announcement, because I get with Ms. Nelson. I didn't know if she was on the case.
okay,
I'll give us some letters back and forth. to see what
okay,
we can
give
do.
us a, oh,
Seven,
do
six,
we
hang
have,
on a second.
okay, reach me that blue folder. Thank you. So this is. Yeah, a copy of these terms and conditions. Thank you. Now, what's that date again, Ms. Smith?
7/6.
This case is gonna be reset to July 6th of 2022. Mr. Jones, you can sign for the reset.
Okay.
And, Mr. Evans, I have some bond conditions that we need to give to you. It's being copied right now, so just hold on a minute. Mr. Evans, let me give these bond conditions. Yes, you can stand back on the X. Okay, Mr. Evans, just handed you a document that is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court of Law Number 2. I will go over this document with you, and it reads, following arrest and or accusation in County Court of Law Number 2, Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein or orders subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who, A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol and the test indicates the presence of drugs and alcohol in the defendant's body, and that's pursuant to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, A2 and C2. Do you understand that condition?
Yes.
And condition number 3, the defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense, and the defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, condition number 4 doesn't apply because that only applies in DWI cases. Your case is not a DWI case. Mr. Evans, if you violate any one of these conditions, your bond can be revoked, and if your bond is revoked, warrant can be issued for your arrest, so you can be placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand that? Okay, now your case has been reset to July 6th, 2022. You got your reset from your attorney. You'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Jones, I think this is your only case. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You're free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir.
Denario Blankenship. Blankenship is on, Denario Blankenship. Mr. Blankenship is on Zoom. Mr. Blankenship, you could take your mic off of mute. You can put your camera on.
Hey, how you doing, Judge?
I'm doing fine now. Mr. Blankenship, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
That's good. Mr. Blankenship, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Marva Provo. Attorney Provo, how are you doing? Attorney Provo, what is your announcement in Mr. Blankenship's case?
Prosecutor and I have come to some, I made a town office, and trying to determine if we can do this. Dismissal,
Okay, so you need a 30-day reset?
maybe less than that long.
Okay, give us a reset date. What is it?
6:15.
Okay, it's, June 15th. Okay, Mr. Blankenship, your case has been reset to June 15th of 2022. Stay in contact with your attorney. This will conclude your case. You're excused and you're free to go and you have a blessed day. And Ms. Barbara Provo, you can get your sign for the reset. I think this is your only case.
Yes, ma'am.
So once you get your case reset, you'll be free to go. You're excused and you have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Roy Gonzalez. Okay, this, Mr. Gonzalez have 4 cases. First case is cause number 326-966. Second case is cause number 328-072. Third case is cause number 328-132. And the 4th case is cause number 329-486. All 4 cases are styled the state of Texas versus Roy Douglas Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, is that your full name? You could take your mic off of mute, Mr. Gonzalez. Your mic is still on mute. Yeah,
Judge, he's working on it.
okay. Mr. Gonzalez, you are represented in this case by your attorney, Attorney Ryan Gertz. Attorney Gertz, how are you doing?
Great, Judge. How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine. Attorney Gertz, what is your announcement in Mr. Gonzalez's cases?
Judge, this is 4 cases. We think ultimately these will be resolved together with a collective agreement, but we don't have that agreement in place. There's some video that needs to be reviewed, et cetera, here. And so we're asking for a reset, maybe one of those July dates.
60 days?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, we have July 13th or July 20th. Which one is more convenient for you?
July 20th would be better. I think I'm going to be out of town on the 13th, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, your cases will be reset to July 20th of 2022. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman because they will be given notice of your reset date. This will conclude your cases. You're excused, you're free to go, and you have a blessed day, Mr. Gonzalez.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, now, Mr. Gertz, you also have Mr. Omar Madrano. And Mr.
I do, Judge.
Madrano he's appearing via Zoom in calls numbers 325-965, calls number 328-477. And both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Omar Madrano. Mr. Madrano, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Your Honor. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Madrano, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Mr. Attorney Ryan Gertz. And Attorney Gertz, what is your announcement in Mr. Madrano's cases?
Judge, same thing. We would ask the court for 60 days for some additional time to review discovery. And Mr. Madrano and I need to sit down and actually go through it and discuss it as well. So if we could have a little time, I anticipate being in trial a bunch in May and June, as you're probably well aware. And so I just need that additional time to meet with him and get that settled.
And that same day, July 20th is good for you?
Yes, Judge.
State, do you have any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Madrano, your cases will be reset to July 20th of 2022. Your attorney and your bondsman will be given notice of your recess. You can stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. Mr. Madrano, this will conclude your case. You're free to go. You're excused and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Bailiff, would you please get human die?
Judge, I didn't have Mr. Dye on my calendar. I'm not sure what the issue is with that. Hopefully he's there. Yeah, he's there. Okay. I didn't have him on my calendar for some reason, but
Okay. This is cause number 329224. Case is style of state of Texas versus Human Die. Is that your full name? How you doing, Mr. Die?
Good, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Die, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Ryan Gertz. Mr. Gertz, you have an announcement you'd like to make in Mr. Dye's case?
I do, Judge. If I could have 60 days as well and place him on the same docket, the July 20th docket that we just discussed, that would be valuable too.
Okay, Mr. and State, you have any objections?
No objection.
Mr. Dye, your case is going to be reset to July 20th of 2022. Your attorney is going to be given a copy of your reset.
I have a question, Mr. Holmes. I didn't get a chance to discuss this with Mr. Gertz. On the 20th, I am leaving out to go visit my grandma's grave overseas.
Okay, Mr. Gertz, that's not a good
Yes,
day
Judge.
for Mr. Dye. He's supposed to be out of the country.
Okay.
You want, we can give you another date. How long?
Either the week before that, the week after that, any other day before that.
You said 8/10? Okay, we're gonna reset.
Yeah,
it
that
for
would work.
August 10th?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome. Mr. Dye, your case is gonna be reset for August 10th of 2022. Your attorney is gonna be given notice. You can sign, you can just get your reset here in court.
Yes, sir.
Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. You have a safe trip and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And Mr. Gertz, I think this will conclude your cases. Is that correct?
I sure hope so, Judge, because I didn't have anything else on my calendar. So that's always scary when you
Yeah.
start calling additional names.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, wait, hang on. So,
You know what that happens? I don't see your
Yep.
name on here yet. I think we got everything. All right, Mr. Gertz.
okay, good. Thank you,
your
Judge.
recess-
I'll see you soon.
Okay. All right, your recess will be sent to you. You're free to go. And you have a blessed day.
Yes, Judge. You have a great day too, please. Thanks.
Yeah, Mr. LeBlanc. Mr. LeBlanc, your client wasn't here when we called the name earlier. Basis client, Ford is in, okay. jail. Matthew Brown.
Right outside the door, Your Honor. Oh, no. Come on up, Matthew. I forgot to ask you.
Court is in session in 3 cases. First case is cause number 317212. Second case is cause number 330846. And the third case is cause number 330848. All 3 cases are styled the state of Texas versus Matthew Brian Brown. Mr. Brown, is that your full name?
Yes.
How are you doing, Mr. Brown? You doing fine? That's good. Mr. Brown, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. James Paget. Attorney Paget, how you doing?
Doing well. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Mr. Brown's case?
We will ask this case be placed on your plea docket. We have received all discovery. We've received several different offers on these 3 cases. You would give us 30 days. We will accept one of the 2 offers and dispose of all 3 cases at that time.
Okay, say you have any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
At 6:27.
That's acceptable for us. At
6:27?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, Mr. Brown, your cases will be reset to June 27th of 2022. Your attorney will be, and your bondsman will be given notice of your resets. Your attorney will sign for the reset here in court. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. Stand over to my right. Mr. Bailiff, see if Hernan Chavez is here.
I just called for no response.
Ms. Lee.
Don't go too far.
Okay. This is cause number 329336. Case is style, State of Texas versus Tiana Nicole Lee. Is that your full name? How are you doing? That's good. Ryan Matuska is appointed to represent you in this case. Attorney Matuska, how are you doing?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Mr. Matuska, what is your announcement in this case?
Your Honor, just recently appointed, this is early in the case, and we've filed our discovery motions, but we're still awaiting the discovery. Ms. Lee has contacted my office for an appointment, but I've informed her that we're waiting on the evidence. And we asked for maybe another announcement setting for that.
How much time do you need?
30.
30 days? Well, we'll give you 45 days. Look a little bit concerned about the 30. Mr. Coleman, you have any objections?
Not at all, Judge.
July 6th? Okay, it's gonna be reset to July 6th, 2022. We're gonna keep it on the announcement docket. Ms. Lee, your attorney is going to get your, oh, okay. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Matuska, is this your only case?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, you'll be free to go as well. You have a blessed day.
No, just wondering on
LeBlanc. Okay. Well, this is cause number 331466, case of style of State of Texas versus Edwin Flores. Mr. Bailiff, could you please call the name of Edwin Flores?
He did earlier, and he wasn't here.
Yeah.
He's in school right now.
Okay. You gotta,
And he tells me it was set for the 22nd. I don't know where he got that information from.
well, he's supposed to be here. I mean, is he gonna, you can get him on the phone or something? He can appear in person by Zoom or by telephone. Edwin Flores, 331466. I'll give you time to do that. Just, we're gonna hold on your case. We're gonna hold on it. We're gonna give him time to contact his client.